Hello students, let's discuss the fourth part of the circulatory system. This is called heart. I already have made the diagrams just to save time. So this is the outer structure. From outside we can see what kind of structure it is. From outside we see it is the muscular triangular organ. Muscular, more or less triangular. Not a perfect triangle, more or less triangular structure. Okay, more or less means not a perfect triangle, first thing. And it is present in the chest cavity, little towards the left side. You know that when we have done respiratory system, in between the lungs, in the left lung, there is a cardiac notch in which it is present towards the little left side. And in male it is of 350 grams. 350 grams. And in female it is of 300 grams. So usually it is said भाई औरतों में दिल छोटा होता है मे भी इसी वजह से कहते होंगे शायद. ओके, इसका कारण ये है, द रीजन बिहाइंड इट, द मस्कुलेचर एंड द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द मेल इज मच बिगर as compared to the female. The requirement calories of energy required in males is much higher as compared to the female. That is why the structure of heart is 50 grams more than the female. Now outwardly, if we say, just from the outside, we see a triangular structure made up of muscles. What kind of muscles? These are cardiac muscles. In 9th class you had already gone through this kind of muscle. These are involuntary muscles. From the very birth to the death, they go on a contraction and expansion. They do not feel fatigue. That is already, you know that. Now from outside we see, first of all, a structure and the arterial structure which is present on the lower section of this triangle. These are ventricle parts, and this is called coronary arteries. Coronary arteries, which is going from the upper to lower part. Remember that. And these are four chamber heart: right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle, left ventricle. And from this left ventricle we can see a large artery is arising. This is main artery, and we have given the name aorta. This is a main artery. From the aorta, many small arteries arises. Many different names are given. You have to remember one. These are subclavian arteries, which are arising from aorta and supplying the oxygenated blood to the upper body part. Okay, supplying the oxygenated blood to the upper body parts. And this is a superior vena cava. We can see from morphological structure, and inferior vena cava. Don't take the word inferior and superior literally. It simply means superior vena cava means which is taking the deoxygenated blood from the upper body parts and giving it to the right auricle, and inferior vena cava is taking the deoxygenated blood from lower body parts and giving it to the right auricle. This is from outside we see. Come to this, if we have a section cutting of the heart, we can see different parts of the heart. Let us discuss different parts of the heart. First, we can clearly see the four chambers. So human heart is four-chambered heart. Right auricle, left auricle, and there are two auricles in the upper region, right auricle and left auricle, and they are opening into right ventricle and left ventricle respectively. That's it. That should be very much clear. Now, four-chamber heart means if you go through the Pisces, amphibians, reptiles, they have 2 to 3 chambered heart. What is the difference in that? If the 2 or 3 chambered heart is there, that simply means oxygenated blood get dissolved into the deoxygenated blood. Means perfect oxygenated blood is not available. In that case, the rate of respiration will be lower because oxygen availability will be low. But if there are 4-chamber heart, then oxygenated blood will be separated from the deoxygenated blood. In that case, rate of respiration will increase and efficacy of these organisms for performing metabolic function will also increase. Especially in the higher organisms like humans, they require much energy for performance of the metabolic functions. So that is why 4-chamber heart have evolved. And 4-chamber heart means they are separating the oxygenated blood from the deoxygenated. This is the muscular sheath which is called as a septum. Muscular sheath which is called septum, which is separating the left part of the heart from the right part. And this left part is always carrying the oxygenated blood, left auricle into the left ventricle. This is always carrying the oxygenated blood. On the other hand, right auricle and right ventricle, this is the if you see, this is the right part. You have to see like this. This is left, this is right. So this is right part always takes the deoxygenated blood. So this is from the left ventricle, aorta arises. From the left ventricle, aorta arises, which takes the oxygenated blood to the upper body part and then coming to the lower body part. So this is the aorta which is coming down to the lower part. Aorta going down to body parts, means lower body parts. So it is taking oxygenated blood. And this is the superior vena cava and this is the inferior vena cava. Both are taking the deoxygenated blood and giving it to the what? Giving it to the right auricle. From the right auricle, this is taken to the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, then right ventricle contracts and give the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Let us make it simple. This is left auricle. Only one vein, that is called pulmonary vein, which takes the oxygenated blood into the left auricle. From the left auricle, the oxygenated blood is passed to the left ventricle. And this is the valve which is called a bicuspid valve, which separates the left auricle from the left ventricle. And actually the valve's function is also to stop the backflow. Once the oxygenated blood comes from the left auricle into the left ventricle, the blood should not go back into the auricle. These valves ensure to stop the backflow of the blood. So when the left ventricle contracts, we can systole. From here the aorta rises, which we are not showing over here. So left ventricle is attached to the aorta. From the aorta, oxygenated blood is passed to upper body part and lower body parts. Now come on the other side. Right side of the left, this heart is having deoxygenated blood. Superior vena cava as well as inferior vena cava both gives the deoxygenated blood to the right auricle. Right auricle opens into the right ventricle through a tricuspid valve. थ्री फ्लैप वेल्व है, इसीलिए इसका नाम है ट्राइकस्पिड वेल्व. इट ऑल्सो इंश्योर बैक नॉट टू हैव अ बैकफ्लो ऑफ द ब्लड. Tricuspid valve, through right auricle, the blood flows into the right ventricle through tricuspid valve. This right ventricle contract and transport the blood to the lungs through what? Pulmonary vein. This is the pulmonary vein which is arising from the right ventricle. It splits up into two parts and goes to the lungs. Remember that only one artery, that is called pulmonary artery, which takes the deoxygenated blood into the right auricle. Only the one. Pulmonary vein is the only one vein which takes the oxygenated blood, and pulmonary artery is the only one artery which takes the deoxygenated blood. So this way the functioning of the heart actually happens. The basic function of the heart is just to pump the blood throughout the body. So from one part, the deoxygenated blood is coming into the right auricle. By right ventricle, the blood is flowing into the lungs. From left auricle, the oxygenated blood is coming into the left ventricle. Then left ventricle contracts and supply the oxygenated blood throughout the body. This way the continuous contraction or expansion. Contraction is also called as systole. and expansion or relaxation is also of the chamber is called as a diastole also. So which produces a blood pressure. Whenever ventricles contract, the blood flows with a higher pressure, right? And whenever the auricles contract, the pressure is very lower because they have to deliver the blood only to the ventricles. Rather, ventricle has to push or contract much more higher to supply the blood throughout the body. So there are systoles and diastoles which are being produced, means contraction of chambers and relaxation of chambers, by which the blood is, whether it is oxygenated, whether it is deoxygenated, it is pumped out of the heart into the different parts of the body. Okay, so valve इंश्योरिटी करते हैं कि बैक फ्लो ना हो जाए. Remember that bicuspid valve is also called as mitral valve. Mitral valve. Now, always remember the outer covering of the heart is called pericardium. Pericardium. Now, one more thing which we have to learn. The wall of the auricle is very thin as compared to the wall of the ventricles. Why so? The right auricles and left auricles, they have to supply the blood only to the ventricles. They are lying just below them. So they don't require much of the contraction. Simply opening the valve, the blood will be delivered, and right auricle and left auricle will come into the relaxation form that is called diastole stage. But ventricles have to contract and push the blood throughout the body, right? That is why ventricles are thick walled. Another question, as in between the comparison of right ventricle and left ventricle, the left ventricle's wall is 3 times thicker than the right ventricle. Why so? Now, heart is present in the lungs, remember that. Whenever the right ventricle contract, it has to supply the blood into the lungs only. So it is nearby. So much of contraction is not required. But left ventricle actually have to supply the blood throughout the body. So much higher contraction or systole is required. That is why left ventricle is 3 times thicker wall as compared to the right ventricle's wall. So these are all parts of the heart. I hope it make you help to understand the heart and its structure. Please try and make the diagrams also. That is very important because the diagram of 3 marks with 2 small questions usually comes. Any question if you have, I am putting up my mail. You can put that question into my mail. I'll answer that also. Please subscribe if it is helping you out. Thank you very much.